I had no idea that it wasn't normal. I just figured everyone had cramps, and you hear people say, "Oh, I have cramps," but like I was in pain, and I don't know. Now I guess this is what normal feels like, and I never. That's what he always says. Like if it's not normal, but it was my normal. I didn't know.
There were definitely times where at school, in high school, I went to the nurse, and the first thing she said, "You're experiencing shock. I'm sending you home right away." And so that was like, I think she was being quite dramatic, but I was pale and lethargic and, you know, having this pain. And so she saw that that wasn't normal. But then, you know, that was kind of like one of the things. I remember I was on the swim team and I had a really tough coach. And I said, you know, Coach, I'm really uncomfortable and I'm really suffering. And she's like, just see if you can get through it. And so I'm like, it's really bad. And she said, well, it's your pain, not mine. So there were signs along the way that you just have to suck it up. And now I have a daughter, and it's going to be a different story. But that just seems to be the way you're taught. Like it's a burden of being a woman.
I remember when I was 14 and I was like in bed in the fetal position, and I just assumed that that was sort of what everyone went through at that age. So I went into my doctor and she put me on, I was put on birth control at 14, and then I was also put on a heavy duty painkiller. But I think as soon as I sort of started taking the birth control, that made most of the pain go away for a while.
When I went into private practice and came to New York City, I worked in I was lucky to work with New York City women, at times very incredibly sophisticated and articulate their complaints. And many times, as I looked into taking care of patients myself and be responsible from their care, I could not help not to believe these women. So as I looked more, I saw more. And I was curious to biopsy first. When I sent it, it was coming positive. Man, there is a disease called endometriosis. It's basically the patients who really trained me, brought me up in a way that we had a good dialogue. I think believing in patient and creating that trust